Good day, class. Today in JSS 2 Basic Technology, we are studying technology and the environment. This is a critically important topic not only for your examinations, but for your future as citizens of Nigeria and of the world. Technology has brought enormous benefits to human life, from medicine and agriculture to transportation and communication. However, technology also has significant impacts on the natural environment, and understanding and managing these impacts is one of the greatest challenges of the 21st century. Let us first consider the benefits that technology brings to the environment. Renewable energy technologies, solar panels, wind turbines, and hydroelectric systems allow us to generate electricity without burning fossil fuels. This reduces air pollution and the emission of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, which contribute to climate change. In Nigeria, the increasing use of solar power in rural communities reduces dependence on kerosene and diesel, improving both air quality and health. Improved agricultural technology allows farmers to produce more food from less land using better seeds, irrigation systems, and precision farming techniques. This reduces the need to clear new forest land for farming, a major cause of deforestation in Nigeria. Water treatment technology makes clean water available to communities that would otherwise rely on contaminated sources. Clean water prevents waterborne diseases like typhoid and cholera, improving public health. Waste management technology, including waste sorting, composting, and recycling, reduces the amount of solid waste that pollutes land and water. Modern sanitation systems prevent human waste from contaminating drinking water sources. Communication technology, the internet, mobile phones, allows information about environmental threats to spread quickly, enabling rapid response to pollution incidents, illegal logging, or other environmental damage. However, technology also creates serious environmental problems. Air pollution from industry and transportation is a major environmental problem in Nigerian cities. Vehicles burning petrol and diesel release exhaust gases containing carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter, tiny particles that damage the lungs. Factories and power stations release sulfur dioxide and other pollutants. Air pollution causes respiratory diseases, especially in children. Lagos and other major Nigerian cities frequently suffer poor air quality. Oil pollution is a particularly serious environmental problem in Nigeria's Niger Delta region. Oil spills from pipelines, whether from equipment failure, corrosion, or vandalism, contaminate farmland, rivers, and coastal waters. These spills destroy aquatic life, contaminate drinking water sources, and deprive fishing communities of their livelihoods. The oil pollution in Ogoniland and across the Niger Delta has been recognized as one of the worst environmental disasters in the world. Water pollution results from industrial effluent, liquid waste, being discharged into rivers and streams, from fertilizer runoff from farms, and from improper disposal of sewage. In many Nigerian towns, plastic bottles, bags, and packaging litter streets and waterways, blocking drainage and creating breeding grounds for mosquitoes, which spread malaria. Solid waste and plastic pollution is a growing crisis in Nigerian cities. Millions of tons of plastic waste are generated each year, much of which ends up in rivers, the ocean, or informal dumps rather than being properly managed. Plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose and breaks down into microplastics that enter the food chain. Deforestation, the clearing of forests, for logging, farming, and charcoal production destroys wildlife habitats, reduces biodiversity, increases soil erosion, and contributes to climate change. Nigeria has lost a large proportion of its original forest cover over the past century. Electronic waste, or e-waste, is an emerging problem. Old computers, mobile phones, and electronic equipment contain toxic metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium. When improperly disposed of, these toxins leach into the soil and water. Informal e-waste recycling in places like Lagos generates income for workers but exposes them to serious health risks. Solutions and responsible technology use. The concept of sustainable technology means designing and using technology in ways that meet today's needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainability considers not just economic benefit but also environmental and social impact. Environmental impact assessment is a process required by Nigerian law before major construction or industrial projects. It evaluates the likely environmental consequences of a project and proposes measures to minimize negative impacts. As future technologists, you have a responsibility to choose and design technology that minimizes environmental harm. This means choosing renewable energy over fossil fuels where possible, designing products that can be recycled or repaired rather than thrown away, minimizing waste in manufacturing, and advocating for strong environmental regulations and enforcement in Nigeria. Climate change is a global environmental challenge that will particularly affect Africa. Nigeria faces threats from desertification in the north, coastal flooding in low-lying coastal areas, and more extreme and unpredictable weather. Responsible technology development and use is central to addressing this challenge. The choices made by Nigeria's next generation of engineers, architects, and technology professionals will determine whether Nigeria's development is sustainable or destructive. Your JSS 2 Basic Technology education is the beginning of equipping you to make those choices wisely.